one thing, the reason I brought this together, Tony Gordon and myself received an email from Eastern Michigan, and they have tried to reserve for whatever we're gonna call. I'm just gonna say BMIU for right now for February the 22nd. No, I'm sorry, 17th through the 20th of 2022. And so Tony called me and I was talking to him. I said, did you realize those dates that I already booked are a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and a Sunday? So my thing is, you know, they didn't say who reserved it, but I'm just saying, what's the chances of a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday being reserved for in February 2022? So I don't know if that's U of M or what, but I'm just saying. So my thing is, you know, what should we do since the weekend before is available and the weekend after is available? The weekend before is, of course, usually Valentine's weekend, but Valentine's Day is actually on that Monday or Tuesday of that week. And so, you know, I think we need to kind of come up to a decision of some sort. That's why I called the e-board together. So, and I'm recording this for the recording secretary so she can extrapolate text out of this this meeting here. A Zoom user.
Hey, I think in the past, whenever we had something on Valentine's Day weekend, you know, we got a lot of lovers in BMIU, so we heard a lot of complaining about it. I think if we're going to do something, it should probably be the last week in the month, but we would want to know what the other entity's fallout date is so we could slide it. Like before we print anything or any of that, we'd want to check back again with the facility to see if that third week's available or not. It's just my thoughts.
Where are you, Tony?
He's a Zoom user.
I'm on the call, man. What are we talking about, man? Just like a
Zoom
Lions
user.
fan, always focused on the wrong things.
I keep seeing your curly locks keep popping up at the bottom of the screen.
Hey, my man. Always worried about the wrong things, just like a Lions fan. Focus
Right.
on the issue at hand.
Yeah. This common ground right now, not common hair. You know. I'm
not part of the Ballhead Brothers yet. So
yeah.
But Phil,
BP.
Is there any way you can send Eric the ID number? Eric from Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Eichelberger.
Who's Note 10? Who is that?
question.
Go ahead. Hold on. Let me.
You said that EMU said that weekend is full where? At the hotel?
Yeah. They were contacted to schedule a tentative booking with the Eastern, and they said those dates were already
Reserved.
taken. Yeah, reserved.
Where?
At the hotel.
Eagle Crest.
Okay, all right. Well, let's start using the proper terminology. I didn't know where you were talking about. So
Eagle Crest.
Okay, well, push it to the next weekend.
The last weekend of the month.
25th through the 27th. Well, unless we're gonna start Thursday.
I concur.
I'm sorry, guys. Can y'all update me? I kind of missed a little bit trying to find a link to get in. I'm just trying to catch up on where we at right now. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I don't need to send you no link then. Okay.
No, I had to go on my other phone, open it up, and type it in. It was crazy trying to open the
You
attachment.
got too many phones. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Look,
You had to
boy,
put the burner down.
wow.
What up, E?
What's going on, fellas? How's everybody?
Right.
Good.
Yeah.
Very good. The Vikings won.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear about your
short
loss,
story.
Eric, about the Bears.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
right.
not talk about
The
my
Bears.
losing to them Lions.
The
Ready to find nothing.
I can't say much this week to you, man. Last time I was able to talk smack, I gotta shut up now.
Hey, it's all right.
Hey, Phil, question.
yeah, go ahead.
Just assuming that conference is BMIU the 17th through the 20th, do we want to have two conferences in a row like that?
They're not going to have it.
We not having it.
That it's not going to go on. It's just wishful thinking.
Okay, okay.
You know what I'm saying? we're not, we're not gonna have anything to do with it. We work focusing on what we doing. At least that's I hope that's what the intentions of us doing all this work. So
Yeah, I understand that part, but I'm saying just say if they did have their conference and then we have one a week later. I mean, I'm talking about like the like the constituents, the people that's going to attend. Most of the people going to attend our conference probably going to do, multiple conferences, including BMIU. So as far as like ETAP and all that, them doing two conferences in a row.
The word will be out. I mean, that's why we need to go back to our location. We send a lot of people from 14. Guess what? They ain't going to touch anything that's going on in Michigan.
So question, guys, like I said, I'm still trying to update. We got a date on what we looking at, or I'm still trying to figure out what I missed. I'm sorry again.
okay. What we received a letter with Tony, GP, and myself received a letter from Eastern Michigan that the dates for the Marriott have been taken for the 17th through the 19th or whatever it is, which is basically the third weekend in February. And so, my point was when I looked at the dates, it was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It doesn't say who booked it, but the chances are, would it be on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we can just about ascertain who booked that the hotel, the Marriott.
So we looking at 21, February 21 at these days?
No, 22.
Okay, there we go. That's what I'm trying to find out. That's
22.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're talking about February 2022. And that particular week is already booked at the Marriott. So the weekend before, which is Valentine's Day weekend, but Valentine's Day is on that Monday. And then the weekend after is, according to the email that we received, is available. So that's where we at, 2022. So we try to ascertain the, what we should do, as far
I
as.
mean, for many, many years, it used to always wind up being on that. When we used to do it, used to be wind up being on that Valentine's Day weekend till it got pushed back. And if you look at it, that will put us before, if that other group is doing their BMIU, that will put us before them where we should have all that attention, and they may not attend that second one with them.
Valid point.
Yeah.
Any more input, because this is the only reason I called this. I'm just like, what should we do? Because I mean, if we're gonna, decide to make a commitment for a week before and week after, which means we got to get busy on some of this other stuff that we talked in the last meeting.
I kind of agree with Eric. If you're gonna do it, probably don't have to do it the week before because you don't want to be the afterthought.
We should want to get ahead of it. That'll definitely put us ahead of the count for Central Michigan trying it. I mean, not Central Michigan. Listen to me.
Yeah.
University of Michigan. But I think that'll help us out. That'll even help our numbers because that'll make them decide: do they go to our conference? Do they decide to go to their conference?
Right.
And then understanding how Ford give you guys your money to go, that might limit them on what they they can go to. So I think we should, and that's just like I said, just my personal opinion. I think we should play for it before, because like we said, we don't want to be an afterthought and them trying to figure out what this is BMIU. What is that? Maybe it should be like, oh, this is the new BMIU. We don't need that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Here's the thing, though. It's all about when we get the information out to them, right? We just have to get the date up and get it out there. I don't think the actual date matters of who goes first or second as much as getting the information out to our participants first.
Exactly. It won't make a difference because it's got to be done ahead of time anyway. So it's not like it's a pay at the door type thing like a cabaret or nothing. If
But
it's out there, it's out there.
But the only thing about that, Frank, is we still might want to play it against that because we still got all those last minute people who want to turn around and just found out about it the last minute too. So if they found out that we a whole week before that other one, and they like, hey, are you going to the one that's the where the people who used to do everything with BMIU the week before? It just plays to our part. That's all I'm saying. The info, like Tony said, is perfect to get out there that'll give us, but just us being that week before would just give us that little bit more an advantage over pulling all our people back instead of them turning around and trying to figure out what's what.
Okay.
I think if we do our job, we'll shut it down and they won't have anything anyway, right? And the other point is Jalen Hurts just took Carson Wentz's job. I don't know if anybody's watching that game. It's over. So, yeah, I see it both ways. But if we do our job correctly, it's over for University of Michigan Dearborn doing labor studies.
Agreed.
Agreed, but we still want to play both parts in case we don't get our job pushed to the point like we want to this first go around. At least we we both saying the same thing, but I think we should just, if we can use both of our advantage, that we should. That's all.
Either way, I think I prefer that third week, and that's the week that they have. I don't mind. I'll entertain you can put out the motion. I'll support it either way. But if we do our job correctly, it'll be that third week anyway, because they'll buckle, they'll cancel before we put out lit. But I'm open to whatever.
Is there any
Let me chime in
possible
right quick.
way? Is there any possible way that we can find out who exactly has the hotel booked for that particular weekend? Is that a possibility?
I don't know. I guess we could check.
Somebody reach out to Ghana.
Hey, question. Also, if that's the case, even if we put it for that first week, if we like Tony say, do our job right and they cancel out, we can always push it back to that next week after. If we getting it done early enough and they pull out of it, you know what I'm saying? Possibly. Just another option.
Usually in that situation, they got like you got to give them 2 to 3 week advance notice for them to cancel if they gonna hold it. But what we should do is go ahead for the last week in December, but tell them we are still interested if whoever has it cancels in enough time. We got to look at the time frame, because you got some people that got to put their stuff in at work pretty early to try to get off and do all that, get that taken care of. So I say let's plan for the 4th, but let them know that we are interested in the 3rd, and then even going forward, you can lock in the 3rd week in February for the following year.
So, I mean, we at the point where we need to figure out what we're going to do is that second week or that 4th week. How many of us think we're going to do the second over? I'm sorry, Phil. Let me get back to Sergeant at Arms, not President.
No, but I mean, but the point, I mean, we just having a discussion right now. So, I mean, you're not out of order as far as I'm concerned.
I'll make sure.
Yeah.
I can't be the Sergeant at Arms and keep order and be out of order myself.
that part right there is true. That part right there is true. So I mean, I was trying to pull up that calendar again, see how many.
We've done it before on Valentine's Day. I just always heard the complaints about all the passionate people that we have.
Yeah.
True. Hey, the Valentine's Day weekend was always the best weekends, but
We know what you've been doing. All right. Feels
That was
up here
before
like
I
Chuck
got
Woolery.
married. Before I got married.
Love connection.
Yeah, so otherwise, so they have, because you got 1, 2, 3, we got 4 weeks there. So they have the 17th to the 20th, so the 10th through the 13th and the 24th through the 27th. I don't think we should try to compete on the same weekend. That's just crazy concept to me. But I'm just it's whatever we want to do collectively. We want to make a motion to say this is the weekend that we're going to do, and I don't think we should. It's just me saying. I think it'd be because once we start publishing stuff like that, to switch dates up at the last minute, and people be looking at the old paperwork, and we got new paperwork, and then it'd be like, well, I thought it was this weekend, not this weekend, so whatever we do, I think we should stay committed to it, ride or die, whatever it is,
Right.
Let me ask you this, Phil. It's what, 6 of us on here? Do the 6 of us want to figure out the date, or do we want to try and put it when the big group could put up the vote to figure out the date?
Did you put this meeting out to everybody?
I mean, we got the 2 weeks that we can do it. I think it'll give us a bit of a broader view to have everybody put their input on those 2 dates, and then we can turn around and figure out which one is the stronger candidate for the 2.
Well, basically, I was looking at having a recommendation from the E-Board and then sharing that with the membership,
No problem.
because it still would be open for discussion. But I'm just saying,
Right.
this would be the recommendation from the executive board. That's all.
Okay, no problem, brother. Like I say, I'm just asking.
No, I don't have a problem with the questions. The questions are fine. That's what we
Ain't
should-
nothing wrong with your questions, even though your team lost, man. You ain't got to be that guy.
Look, man, listen. We
We
already got
expect some of your
past that.
recommendation.
We
Hey
done
man,
not
with
on
that.
football.
when your team lose, you start second guessing everything. So.
Right. Just not on football. Just don't talk
I'm not
about
gonna
football.
trip too much. We got the same record as Detroit right now. I ain't gonna trip too much.
Y'all stupid, man.
So that would be what I'm looking for is a motion recommendation, something, that type of thing like that, and then we can use the raise your hand. Walter just raised his hand right now, so I don't know what he raised. But go ahead, brother.
I would like to put a motion forth that we go and for the last weekend of the month, the 4th weekend for our Common Ground conference.
That's to be the
Second.
24th through the 27th.
Support.
There is a motion to have our conference 24th through the 27th of 2022. Properly second.
Nope.
Any discussion?
Touchdown.
No discussion? All in favor? Show of hands.
Wow. Aye.
Oh,
I can't count the eyes on that. Because everybody,
wow.
raise your hand. Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
It's unanimous.
5, 6, 7.
It's the first touchdown return I've seen all year.
All right. So, all right, then that will be our recommendation to the group. But I guess we can do further investigation with what's her name, Julie from Eastern Michigan. So, but,
Hey, Phil, got a question.
yeah.
Somebody asked me, one of the members of our group. Now, since we're Common Ground, are we boycotting all of U of M? The Latino summer school for women, BMIU, all that.
I never said that. I just was not.
I know. I know
yeah.
you never said that, but somebody asked me. I said, well, I don't know. I said nobody
Well,
ever said nothing.
I know that we were not, you know, it was kind of said that we would not participate in any form of BMIU. And I have not heard any discussion about as far as the rest of them. I heard other people said that, you know, that's not even part of the organization, this organization, foundation rather, that, you know, when we shut down BMIU this year, you know, none of the conferences should have went on, you know, so.
That's the same thing I'm saying. Once they don't have BMIU, that's the cash cow. That's the money maker right there. Once they don't have BMIU, they're not going to be able to have the rest of it. And seriously, people, I really don't think that they're going to be able to come back after this COVID thing. Everybody's salaries was and benefits was hooked up with the center. And I really don't think that it's going to be able to survive this.
Carissa,
Yes,
did you have some input or you were just voting?
I was voting.
Oh, okay. All
Okay.
right. Zoom user.
I think this funny guy. I think that you know, if they could, they would eat our lunch. You know, they would right now. And I'm not going after them maliciously, because I think it's still good. Like whenever we're training people to be better union activists, that's always a good thing. But if they do get shut down, we may want to entertain doing the women's conference or something like that if Wayne State doesn't pick it up through their program. There's a need for it, so it needs to take place. But I know they're going to try to do something, and we're going to have to kill the BMIU. So I don't know if we want to strategically go after the other programs or not for our survival, right? It's something to think about.
Yeah. So I don't know.
So
I don't think we should let it be intentionally known that, you know, we doing X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? That this, you know, that just all, you know, we here and we're trying to put on our own conferences, and, you know, and just let it be that, you know, we don't have to say that, you know, we trying to do this, that, and the other to EMU, you know, I mean, U of M, because, you know, like you said there, you know, we still have other options besides EMU, you know. Wayne State is willing to work with us after it's been gone a year. So, you know, once we do that, we can always, you know, Yale would take up the mantle as well, you know. So, I mean, you know, we're in a good position to make some great things happen. So I don't think we should have the rep or going out here trying to destroy other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Unless, you know, that's what we want to do, you know, as an organization.
I'm publicly saying I'm not supporting anything that U of M Labor Studies is putting on. Now,
Period.
I'm not supporting them either, but not supporting and maliciously submarining are two different things.
Yeah. I'm not as a.
Tell us how you really feel, GP.
I think the idea is that we're done. We're trying to build something ourselves. So
yeah, exactly.
There's the answer,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I won't be there. I mean,
We're trying to build something here, man.
Not in this capacity. You can believe that, you know. So.
Once they try to start replacing people, and we already understand, we know where the where the soul of the conference lies. We know that the people that are in this group are the ones that know more about the conference than the people there at U of M do now. We know how to put it together, how it works inside and out. We understand the components and how they fit together. So I don't think, even if they do have a conference, I don't think that it will be successful. It's a problem. No, sorry. Let me put it this way. It won't be BMIU. It might be something else, but it won't be BMIU. And that's what's going to, after you've had a couple of years with no BMIU, will the new workforce that's coming into these facilities and everything, will they even remember what BMIU was all about?
Well, my thing is, what are we doing to protect our flank? Right? So we know everybody that shows up to our calls, they're on board. What about the second? We should go after every single facilitator and instructor and let them know, hey, don't F with them for BMIU. Because then they don't have anybody.
I doubt your strong arm tactic gonna work on that one.
Well, who do you think would turn? It's not a
I
strong arm tactic.
I already know a handful of people that is committed and they're not leaving U of M. Period. They down with U of M till it dies. Period. So
Well, who is that?
So I was just
I'm
gonna
not
say,
naming no names. That it
I
don't.
need
That's
names.
that's irrelevant. No, you don't. No, you
No,
don't.
it's
But
very
just, if you
relevant.
trust me, just
I
believe
do.
there's a good handful of people that will not leave. Period.
Those are the people
That
we
will
need to
not
go
leave.
after. I'm being 100% serious right
I
now.
understand where you're serious. I understand where you at, but I have talked to them people personally, one-on-one, and they were like, "No, I'm not leaving. My heart is here till it says we are officially done." So
And
that's
we're
what you
here
gotta
to
look
say
at.
you're officially done.
I'm just saying you don't want to put
No,
a negative.
I truly appreciate everything you're saying. I need to know who it is.
so the question is, we need to figure out though is what facilities and teachers we already have on our side and which ones we don't.
There you go.
That's-
And the important thing is we put on the best conference we can out the gate. You're only gonna get one shot to make a perfect impression, and we do that. We do our job like it was stated earlier. We ain't got no problem going forward with whatever conference we want to do. Period.
Well, that's
Because
why we
if
got
it come off and it's whack and we ain't on point, that's where we're gonna lose people when we try to do, say, maybe a women's conference or a leadership type of conference. We're gonna lose some people. But if we come out the gate strong, we're gonna be all right. Just like when I went to the first WISE conference, it came off strong.
right.
And it's been growing ever since.
The
So that's what
second
we
part
gotta
to that, though,
concentrate on.
But
That's
Dana,
what
we
we gotta
gotta know we need to know who they are because we need to know what teachers and facilitators for us not to reach out to because they might go back on the U of M side. I mean, we're not saying it to know it to go after them facetiously, but we do need to know who we
With us or
who
against us.
we not.
I'm not saying they're against us. That's just where their heart is right now. I mean, if
Hey.
we put together our preliminary plan, we call them people, or I can call them, we roll them back into our introductory of what we're trying to do. I believe we can get them on board.
Okay.
We just got to get our stuff right. We put together our plan, our whole agenda, and all of us on the e-board and everybody, all the 41 people right now, we get on the same page and we tight. Oh, they coming on board. I guarantee it. But as of right now, they not really feeling it. I'm not saying it's nothing negative. This is where they are right now. They want to stay right here and support it till the end. But you got to remember, some people, Ghana's in charge of that right now. Ghana got some people that's going to roll with Ghana. That's just like in anything else. If you got a good supporting cast, they're going to roll with you wherever you go.
That's why
She ain't even employed anymore, is she?
I think she's laid off. They all laid off, I believe, but I think she's still employed. Was just,
If
because
she
of what's
laid
going
off,
on.
that might be our little string to pull her in with us.
Well, I got it.
she's looking to get paid though.
Question.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
She ain't getting paid with them, so maybe that's our string to pull her in right now, though.
She ain't gonna get paid with
She
us.
laid off.
Yeah. No. And Mike, she has always been invited right from Jump Street. So
Well, the thing is, I think that's why it's most important to come out with the material first. Act like that's not even going on, and we run ours. Like we got to hit ours so quick. We got to get our stuff out there 2 months at least earlier than what they're going to get theirs out. So people start signing up for ours, and they'd be like, "Man, what's that?" You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I think that'll
I
come.
agree.
I think that'll come.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. About my question, I was going to ask: are we putting out a letter or information to let we know what we're doing to put like, or can we put out something either via email? I know it's kind of expensive with postage to let people know what we are doing, because a lot of people don't know. So to put it out there now, what we're doing, what we got planned for 2022. So that's what I'm saying, like an advertisement, I guess. Coming
There's some
soon.
stuff in the works. We talked about it. Is that Frank? Frank, we talked about
Yeah.
it. There's some stuff in the works. I know Phil, he's waiting on some people to get back with him so he can make some committees and appoint some people to some projects. But I believe once them people take care of their dues and whatever, everything gonna come together.
Because that's my suggestion. Besides, we ain't go with Toddy's thing of getting no baseball bats, kicking no ass. We ain't got to go that route.
No, we
But
ain't
to
doing
let a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know. That's the whole thing. If facilitators know that what we're doing and what it's similar to, and like we're like the old veterans, and they might want to roll with us just for the fact they don't know. If all they know is BMIU, they see the letter or get a call letter through their thing, they're gonna go that route. But if they know what this group of people are doing and what everything else, like I said, more of the advertising I'm looking at, and they know what we're doing, I think that'll sway a lot of people on what they want to do. I mean, at the end of the day, they're gonna make their own decision. But if more people know.
And what's the name? Just kind of touched on something else that I was wondering whether or not we need to do that. I mean, do we need to open it up? You know, because everybody got the email. I only got 2 people to pay dues after the email. So I'm just like, do we need to open this up so other people can actually join and pay dues, and be a part of this, and how long do we consider? I don't think we have that in the bylaw, the time frame, as far as being a member in good standing. It's hard for me to, or anybody, just not just me, to create different committees that just targeting their specialty if they had not paid their membership.
Well, they can't get on a committee if they're not a member in good standing.
Well, that's my point. So it's hard for me to create something with people that have not paid, and so I don't want to come out like, look, motherfucker, you need to pay, but at the same time,
like Tony, you sound like Tony Toddy now.
Man, point of order. I'm upset. Point of order. I'm upset that Frank don't understand how old school tactics work, man. That's union fundamentals at its finest.
That don't work now. Well, okay,
that don't work. That don't work now.
But Phil, the question is, in the bylaws, don't it say that they had to be paid by what? Is it January? It didn't really say nothing about we did it on the strength of just doing it because we're into it, but technically they got until the end of January, don't they? To be, or
well, that would be the January. That would be for 2021.
I mean, but like, look, devil's advocate, I didn't see that in there like it was the initiation. I mean, I'm paid, but it wasn't nothing to say that you had to pay up front, Yeah. So they might try to play the game and say, well, the dues had to be into the end of January, technically.
Okay, so they're gonna pay in January for 2020.
Hey, but wasn't nothing in there to say that you had to pay in 2020. We did it, but that's right,
I'm worried if they don't pay though. Where's your commitment?
Yeah.
Hey, right. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, cause for those of us that have, I mean, I don't see what the problem is. It's not like $25 is a lot of money. I mean,
right. Hey.
Well, here's the thing though. If those are the on the fence ass people,
all of us pay more than that in union dues. Come on now. You know what I'm saying?
If those are the on the fence people, you know, and they're not with us, well, then how committed are they to the other side? Like, come on, man. I don't know. Get down or lay
Well,
down.
I will say this though, when a few people found out that Gail was paying money to teach class over there at Wayne State, some eyes opened up and was like, yeah, let me get this done so I can go over here and make some money. So that right there told me it wasn't in their heart to do. They just doing it so they can get some money. And so you got that too. Because some people gonna look at it that way. Well, if I go over here, I get a free room or a couple of perks. But if I go over here, I might get lost time paid at work, and then I'm getting paid again by Wayne State. So, you know, you got to keep that in mind. I mean, you ain't got to keep it in mind, but that's how some people are going to look at it. Like if I'm gonna give my time and my weekend up, I'm gonna go over here where I can get some money. Period. That's just how some people look at it because they selfish, and I've heard that firsthand.
And see, that's part of what Dana was talking about. You got people that are beholden to the University of Michigan, and I mean, we've already seen some of them in action. Okay, they're beholden to the University of Michigan because of promises that were given to them, or people use that as an opportunity. Oh, these guys won't be here, so then now I can pop in and now I can get some of what I've been trying to get all along because
they can
now
build their resume. Yep, they can build their own resume. And that's what you're going to look at is
you
got
have to remember that that Harriet Tubman couldn't get all the slaves.
Wow, you had to go there.
I still want names.
Yes.
But to Walter's point though, that's a good point though, Walter. You got some that are gonna step up because they want that recognition and they want that title so they can put it on their resume. I was a co-coordinator at U of M, blah, blah, blah. I was responsible for this, that, and the other. They looking for that self-entitlement. So that's why. I can say, Tony, honestly, and I think Phil and others, if you were at some of them planning meetings and kept your eyes open and was very observant of people's actions, you probably know who I'm talking about. That's just honest. But yeah, it's been said that some people are only going to do certain things for the money or the recognition, and they want the spotlight, and they've been waiting for the spotlight.
That's okay. We ain't gonna worry about that.
No, we're not.
We just gotta make our pie taste it in their pie. That's all. You know.
Yep.
Yeah. Once we
have it on the table first.
Whet the appetite. They'll be all right. They'll be all right.
And that's almost very enticing to go ahead and do it that first weekend. Do it before there.
Right.
You know, so you could be just like the time was in Purple Rain when they went by there and said, this is how it's done.
Yeah.
That's why I said let's get that first week before they can even get the chance to do it that next one. Let's put ourselves out there. If we're gonna be out there, if we're gonna go, like you said, if we're gonna go out, we're gonna go out big. Put it out there and show how we really gonna do it.
And then we show up on that third week. And when they got about 14 people there, you say, how's the family?
Hey, and we can bring them and them 14 people be like, now you see, you should have been with us last week.
Well, Walt need to amend his motion.
He showed double talking on it.
That won't be the day, brother. We won't be double hitting on no motions today. Gotta come back on that one. That's another day, another time. You know.
That's all I was saying. It's enticing. That's all that I said.
Yeah, I was with you. That's why I was clear about what day Twitter's Day was on. I was saying it's on Monday. You know, not the weekend.
No, I mean instead.
No, that's why I was saying it. That's why I was saying it. You know, I can't make no motion, but I'm kind of feeding it. You know, I'm like, Twitter's Day is actually on Monday. You know.
Yeah. But we really need to do a save the date, and the save the date probably should go out around August, July or August, because that's when we would usually have our first planning meeting anyway. So we need to have a save the date go out in either July or August.
Into it. Well,
Huh?
Philly into it. The game over.
Oh,
Oh, I'm like, what is he talking about?
My bad. Sorry.
So okay, that's part one. The other part was named. Are we to the point now where we want to open this up, for others to join, or are we just trying to stick with the 42 with the 28 paid members?
I mean,
what would
what's
you
our
open up
goal?
for?
Pardon me?
Right.
What would be the purpose of opening it up?
What's the goal? To make a bigger membership, dues paying membership, or what's the goal? I know we start off with 41 or 42.
Yeah.
What are we trying to get?
No, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm like, is that something, or do we have a magic number that we want to keep? This our targeted number of on the business side. This one to be, or this is it, and then everything else falls underneath the conference side.
I think this should be it. And then when new leaders identify themselves, we welcome them in. But if we need more money, then we just go back to the 41 that we have. But nobody else, I don't think, could add because they don't have the insight or the history or the experience of this. I mean, just more voices, I don't think would be productive.
I mean, unless it's somebody and we're gonna do like a gang affiliation where somebody wants to get in and we got, I mean,
look who want to be violent now.
Somebody wants to get in that we overlooked. They got a shitload of knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, always. But man, look who wants to go old school now.
But I said not advertising, but they want to get in, just like some of these groups you gotta get approved to get in. They action to get in, and we're not gonna turn down a wealth of knowledge, but not just somebody trying to get in to be nosy or something. I don't know. You won't know, but
I mean,
do
you
we
talking about
advertise?
somebody like
Okay. I understand but I was actually saying it from the point of maybe we trying to be all inclusive, because we UAW heavy, I think we need to have some other organizations and non-union folks, so that was just my thought.
Oh,
I don't know. I think now we should just keep it like it is, and then put them. Anybody else come along, put them on the conference side, because a lot of the younger folks out there in any union, that's the biggest thing, is they talk about their involvement. They don't feel included. So that's one way to include them, and we can guide them and mentor them and influence them like Tony wants to in a non-violent manner.
I know Tony.
Hey man,
he trying to go Tanya Hard. He's trying to go Tanya Hard. No, the T.
Hey,
Tanya Hard.
Yeah, where their knees at? For real though, man, that's some sucker shit. But hey, is God? I'm saying, man. If you look at all the stuff that we've been through, back from the University of Michigan, when we had to go fight with the regents and all that shit, and then go receive this treatment here. And if you're still rolling with these people, that says a lot about you. And that's why I'm not even being funny. I truly want to know who these people are, because that truly says a lot about their character. And I just want to know who I'm dealing with.
Tony. Most of them are not the old heads that are staying. So,
right, the young.
I fully understand. I still want to know.
They have not experienced that. They have not experienced
that.
So
I deal with a lot of people on a daily basis. I want to know who the hell I'm dealing with. That's all I'm saying.
No, it's not hard.
Tony, you gotta look at this part too, though. It's a lot of it that we know that still people who attended aren't aware of at all.
Mm-hmm.
So that right there, with that, if it does finally come out, that's gonna change that opinion automatically. But it's a lot of them When we were telling them, when we had our conversation, we were just like, it's just not right. We didn't go it because we wasn't trying to badmouth them or anything else. So if they finally come to understand exactly what we were going through, because they didn't sit in those planning meetings and see the old heads go off for those last couple of years that we still stayed around and dealt with that bullshit. They didn't hear how the old head said, no, I'm not doing this shit no more, or had skipping everybody left. They just seen that they were gone.
Right.
So giving them that understanding will more than likely change their opinion to see that I'm dealing with this damn racism all over again and bring them to ourselves. So now it might be the time for us to go ahead and reveal what we were going through and why we decided to step off and do what we did.
And Dana, I think I'm gonna give you a call when all this is done. But
Grease his pockets. Grease his pockets.
But is Ghana a dues paying member?
No.
Okay.
Answer one of your questions, huh? You got one of the people.
No, that is a double thing in a way. If she's on here and she's still with U of M, she knows what we're doing. I mean, it is. If we're going against U of M, and you got a U of M employee on there, that's not a good thing. That's a mole.
We're to a strategic point where she got to go.
We'll make a decision.
Is she one of the 41?
Yep. She was
not a dues paying member. She got to go.
I don't know. So you're gonna make me.
Hey man,
I can't show you my screen. I can't show you my screen.
Hey, we can't have a Detroit Lions team with a Chicago Bear as a consultant.
As a quarterback.
Look, man, get up off my peoples, man.
So that's telling the truth. You can't.
We just driving the analogy home.
Again, maybe Stafford can do something.
We can't have a Mitchell Trubisky on our team, is what I'm saying.
Right.
No, I got you, Tony.
That's a good point. If that's the case, you might well have the other clown on there. What's your guy? Your leader. What's his name?
His old ass.
No,
they should have left his ass in wherever.
No, the head got Bruce. Put Bruce on there then. That's what I'm saying. That's like Bruce being on the same thing. Ain't that his name?
Yeah, Bruce. I mean, that's it's about Julio. I mean,
His name Bruce.
He's talking about Julio.
But in all sincerity, I do believe she can't be here.
I don't know. I'd have to look in the email or the text or something like that because she's not on the list of who paid, and obviously.
I mean, we could just drop her from the correspondence and all that. She don't have to be invited to any meetings. I mean.
You say let her give us a call and try to figure out what happened.
I think Phil and Gordon and myself, we should just sit down with her and have a conversation, honest conversation, before we make any hasty decisions, because she does bring a lot of knowledge to the table. So I don't want to exile no one out without a fair trial. Let's put it that way.
Knowledge about what?
Shots fired.
Damn,
Man, shots fired up in here, boy.
Boy, tough crowd.
I don't mean that in a disrespectful tone, but
I mean, you got to look at it this way, though. Walt. I'm not defending. I'm just gonna put the facts out there. She is retired. She's a female. She was in the trades. You got some women in the trades now that are coming up that look up to her as an individual that went through the struggle that they're going through now that she went through. As a woman in the skilled trades, that's a tough field. So she's been there and done that. So she does bring that experience. She has taught some classes at the women's conference. So there is a place for her, period, in my opinion. That's why I said we don't want to just exile her out. Let's just have a conversation, see where she stands, and we go forward.
But if she's an employee of the competition, how can we even have an honest?
Well, we got to make sure. We got to make sure because she can, like I said, I know last I knew, to my understanding, she was laid off. She's not getting paid. So let's get a clear understanding of her status, period. If we sit down and talk with her and she'd be like, okay, I'm on board. I'm going to let that go and I'm going to roll with y'all. then that's what it is. But if she says, for example, no, I think I want to still play this role over here and be a part of it when it comes back, try to rebuild it. Now we know where we stand with her or anyone else 100%, and then we move forward. You're welcome to come to a conference and whatever, but that's where it stands. We got to draw the line because there's a divide. You can't be playing both sides of the fence.
Conflict of
Because
interest.
yeah, conflict of interest, because we can come up with something, and I'm not saying she'll do it. She can go back to her staff and be like, well, hey, I hear through the grapevine, this is what's going to happen here. So we might want to, get our defense up and counteract that. So that's why I'm saying if she want to take a class or something and that part, cool. But what we do as a core, based off of what she says, we'll know what we need to do going forward.
Oh, okay. So
I appreciate that.
You're just talking about the business side. Okay.
Right.
Okay. All right. I get it.
And I like Ghana. I consider her a friend in the rest of it, but I play poker and chess, and you can't have that in your camp. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Dana. Dana, I'm about to send Tony Tidy Hoffa over to go talk to her alone.
Hey, man. She might come back. She might not. I don't know. I'm just saying.
With the Godfather.
And
We gotta meet with the Godfather.
wait. She might come back in which form? She might come back to us in Steve and with us, or she might not come back at all for real.
Make her offer she can't refuse.
Right.
Well, I know there's some people on this call that got a real good relationship with her, so they know her. They would know and get a good feel of the situation.
Once again, I consider her a friend. I like her. We're cool, but at the same time, you can't work for them. This is business.
Yeah, I agree.
She by her being in the position that she is, there are no paid positions in the Common Ground Educational Group. Okay, so if she decides to stay over there because she needs the money, we don't need to ostracize her, but she just needs to, in this conversation y'all gonna have, just let her know, like, hey, well, I mean, I understand that's what you got to do, and that's where your pocket is. Then roll with it, but we just can't involve you in the inner workings of the Common Ground Educational Group.
Well, Walt, you got to remember too, it wasn't like she was a permanent hire. It was temporary on a, like, you might as well say a trial basis. So it's not
temporary part-time.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, temporary. Yeah, basically disrespectful.
Yeah.
Because remember, we did have Skip. He was in on giving us inside information when he was the man over there.
Right.
So I mean, we have used the double spy action. We used it on our side before.
Mm.
Double spy.
We use the double agent.
Y'all been listening to Trump too long now. What's that? We got Russian spies and everything. We talk about spies and man, come on now. So okay. So I'm not taking a vote on this, but the general consensus is that this is it. We just need everybody that's that the original 42 that chip in what they're supposed to chip in, so we can keep it moving.
So what I would like is for you to give a list of the people that have not paid to the trustees and let the trustees
Tony.
tell.
Right. Give it to Tony.
And the trustees will reach out to be the collection arm of the group.
And they need to be paid up by this month, by the end of the year.
For 2020.
Right.
Yeah. The next pay is 2021.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
I mean, because I've got some people, every time I send on a letter or a text, they send me $25. I'm some people been paid about 4 or 5 times, so. We taking all contributions, but I'm just saying, so.
Damn, you just make all the brothers feel bad, don't you?
Right.
I know.
Hey, I put quite a bit of my money up. I ain't just bullshitting. I'm walking the walk.
I mean, and even with that, I mean, even if everyone paid, it's only $1,000. I mean, it's not like that's a lot of money to deal with,
Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's not like we can do a hell of a lot with it, So, but
But the end of January,
it'll
we're gonna
help
have
get it.
$2,000.
It'll be some like Reverend Red, that seed money. That's that seed money. Got to plant some seeds. So so we get some returns. Plant the seed,
That's
get
the
the
seeds.
return.
You need the water and the sunlight for it now.
Right. So, but anyway, that seemed like a good idea. I will do that. I will give out the
So we need that in motion
names
form
to the non-payers.
make a motion that all dues paying members should be paid up by the end of December for 2020, and if they're not, they're out.
Support.
There's a
That come
motion
about right?
that's for the remaining non-paying members to be paid up by December 30th, 31st. If not, sayonara. And probably second, any discussions?
Yeah, I'd like to amend it and say Dana has to tell us who they are if we kick them out, if that's one of the records.
Okay, anyway, back to the main motion. We ain't putting that in the motions. Any more discussion?
Support.
It wasn't seconded.
Any more discussion? I'm not entertaining that.
I
He
support
can
the
give you that
amendment.
list, Toddy. He ain't gonna tell you the ones that ain't that's on the fence. He can't tell you that one. He give you the dues paying people.
But we have to look at it like this. If you don't pay dues, you can still be a friend of Common Ground. You just can't be in the family of Common Ground.
True that.
So you can be you can be a friend. You have to pay to be a family member.
Ain't no friends in the mob rules.
So back to the motions, and we don't have any real discussion. The motion is to be paid up by the end of the year, or you move over to the friendly side. So
For your exile.
Yeah, so all in favor of said motion signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Okay.
Everybody on the line paid, I'm sure, right?
Oh
The
yeah,
executive board. I'm sure the executive board is paid.
Yeah,
Is
no,
that
they
correct?
wouldn't be an officer.
Give me their names.
I'm like, hey.
I need the names.
Do I need to check anybody? I need to check anybody.
I
Your
look
names.
at the name right here. Look at the name right here. Yeah.
Hey, let's make a motion for Tony to get some gloves and bats.
Hey man. Hey man.
Woo, yeah,
Or
man.
sir.
This day and age, man. We don't tolerate suckers.
That's right.
Well, I mean,
Identify yourself.
Well,
I mean, the most important thing is that we're trying to build something here, and Black people have a problem about supporting Black people. So
unless it's some foolishness.
right.
Yeah, I mean, but that's really the main thing, is that we have to, in order to build this, we have to build it ourselves.
Right.
Okay. We don't have a University of Michigan to lean on and have them do everything, and we just pop in and do our song and dance, and then have the debrief, and then we gone for another year. This is something that we have to grow and build on our own. So the people have to understand that we're serious, okay? And once we're serious, we need everything. We need everything that that people committed to. They committed to $25 a year. The $25, get up off of it.
To that point, that's why, to me, honestly, in all sincerity, that's why it's so offensive. And if you can't see it by now, I want to know who you are. That's it.
You gonna find that one out, Tony. You just ain't gonna find out who ain't ready to jump ship. That could be public knowledge, right, Dana? We can tell you that one right there. Who ain't paid?
Yeah. It'll all come to the light. You, like I said earlier, you keep your eyes open, you're gonna see. That's all I
Right.
can say right now. You'll see.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes and ears open. You'll see and hear.
And Walt, to correct you, black people just got a problem with paying. Be it family reunion. I go through that shit with my family reunion every day a year. So it's just that thing about paying up front. They rather pay at the door.
You're right.
At the end of the year, it's pay at the door. So
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you pay at the door, it's a little more money then.
Right.
I know, right. Okay. Do I need to amend that? If they pay on January 1st, they gotta pay $50, 35 or some shit.
No, I don't think so. We struggling to get them to pay the 25.
I see a bylaw amendment coming.
Right.
Now,
Look,
yeah,
if
we
you
did
late,
that.
it costs an extra
amendment
$10.
coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, motion to adjourn.
Phil, should
Yes,
I start
sir.
working on me some designs for some Seabird, some Common Ground t-shirts?
CGEF.
What do I
You are? You
what do
are?
I
We
need
haven't got a logo yet, have we?
You are? You said?
Yeah, I've
Okay.
started my own little t-shirt business. So what do I need to cover myself to possibly be a vendor or create something for us to start using?
Only if it's free, my brother. Only if it's free.
Can't trust it,
You
man.
can't be on the board. You can't be on board.
Of course, the evil will get theirs for free.
Read your bylaws, brother.
But that was Pam Powell, right? She was the one that was talking about getting somebody to work on the logo for us.
No, she was talking about somebody helping do the marketing in a commercial. I mean, I got some people too, so yeah, I don't know if she. So
yeah,
if you got somebody with a logo, let me know. I just want to help on the printing if we get to that point. I'm just saying, just putting it out there.
Okay.
All right. Well, we got you.
We need a logo for the Common Ground group, and then we need one for whatever the name of this conference is going to be.
Okay. So that's something we need to put out.
We might want to start with a name.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Might want to start with a name, you know. So
is that gonna be something on the agenda for us to come up with the name for the next meeting, maybe? So that we can start getting out the any leaflets or any information we want to get out there.
Yeah, because I know who is it? Linnell's daughter's graphic designer at college, something like that. You know, so I know she was supposed to be able to do something. Then we got a couple of non-dues paying members that are very creative, but that's not returning my call. Okay, yeah, I'm just saying. I'm calling folks, but they're not calling me back. And
we let Tony call.
Yeah, you don't want me.
So Tony going to try it down.
I'm gonna show up.
Just give Tony the address. Just give Tony the address. Just give Tony the address. He's gonna show up.
He'll be there.
That's how you do it.
You're gonna be Frank Nettie on her, huh? Be Frank Nettie on her, huh?
I got nothing but time.
What Nino Brown say, you pretty motherfucker.
So yeah,
yeah. But
We'll
yeah, that should be on the agenda for the next meeting so that we can start spitballing the name of the conference. Because like I say, we do need to have a save the date out by at least August.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe
hit them early.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, you don't want to give anybody notice any earlier than about 6 months. that'll be enough, because by that time we'll be getting ready to start rolling on the brochures and all of that stuff. That, I mean, and you'll start hitting them. You don't want to hit them in February and then they don't hear nothing else until August. So you hit them with August, then they hit them with the brochure in October or whatever, and then bang, 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 September or whatever, bang, bang, bang.
What we really need to do is secure tap forms early. That's where they fell down. That's where they were always chasing. But once you get somebody to actually print off a tap form, you got them.
What? And if we
all electronics now, though, I don't see too many printed taps anymore. Yeah, everything's electronic.
So,
but if they can start getting
processing.
mad sooner, yeah, that would be better. Yeah.
And it's just something that we can get out. I mean, I know we ain't trying to do a lot of postage, or just get out this February, like a save the date type thing, or be in store for 2021. Not gonna probably go across for nothing, but 2022, be prepared. You know, like look out for before the save the date.
We got to get a name of the conference first.
Right.
And then we can roll out something like that. But we need to give them something to look forward to.
Right.
You know, just like Negroes in pants or whatever. I mean,
but that's why that other, you know, virtual thing was so important. Because now you're getting them. You're bringing them in. We just had something yesterday.
I'm ready to roll on that if they pay their dues.
Well, we just had a financial class yesterday, virtual from Fifth Third. They came on and they ran it for us, for our members. You know what I'm saying? It's just something, and we recorded it. And we're going to put it online for our members. I mean, you know, it's something.
how many people did you have on that call?
About 15.
Okay. It's growing, it's building. That's what we're trying to do, trying to build. So 15 to turn into 30, 30 to turn into 60, 60 to turn into 120, blah.
Right. They're going to come back in January and do another class for us online, you know, and it's going to be even more than that. It's on budgeting, you know, but the thing is, you just want to keep on staying relevant, put stuff out there, getting people, and like you said, build it, you know, and then by the time 2020 comes around, we got it, you know.
Okay.
Because BMIU isn't doing, or University of Michigan isn't doing anything right now, right?
They can't.
Chilling.
COVID.
I mean, they're not even doing online stuff, right?
COVID.
No.
Only one doing online is Wayne State, and you got Region 1 and Region 1A doing some stuff.
Come on, Hall.
Yeah. I mean, the U of M, not Dearborn, but U of M have been doing stuff as well, but it's not labor studies.
It's on the pause. It's on the pause.
Yeah.
All right.
Motion to adjourn.
Nice little brief meeting.
I said brief. Y'all made it long. Y'all made it long. There is a
we
motion
got
to adjourn, probably second. It is not up for discussion. All in favor say motion. Aye.
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 Opposed, nay.
I want those
Nay.
names.
Nay.
Get them names, Toddy. Get them names. Shake them out. Call Dana right now. Dana, you will be getting the call very soon.
I'm gonna turn my phone off.
Bye. Nah, son.
All right, man. Y'all have a good one.
All right, fellas.
All right.
Appreciate
All
it.
right,
Thanks for
peace.
coming.
Yeah.
All right, Phil, make
All right,
sure you
Carissa.
put that the logo and the
See y'all
and
later.
name,
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Carissa.
make sure you put that on the agenda for our next open meeting.
Okay.
When's the next general meeting?
The 10th,
The 10th?
January.
Oh my God.
What's happening, Secretary Extraordinaire?
I'm so sorry. We were
And all
putting
that
up,
good.
we were putting up the tree, and I totally forgot about the time. See the tree up?
Bah humbug.
For real.
Yeah. Yeah. You come right in after there was a motion to adjourn.
Right. Came right in.
Cooking, and I'm like, I wish somebody would have called a text. I got a text saying, "Wake up." I'm like, I'm up. What they mean, wake up?
I sent one earlier. I said, hey, and I was like, and I knew you had the email because you sent it out. Oh well, you're gonna have to watch the video.
I'll see y'all later. I got to eat.
Yeah.
All right, GP.
All right. Thanks, brother.
Yep.
I'm out too.
All right. Well.
I apologize.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, a couple more of them. We're gonna because they've been talking about removing folks.
You didn't need to be here anyway.
they were real gangster on this e-board, man. I'm like, shit.
I'm so sorry. Oh, I wish somebody would have called me because I was like, I did not look at the time, nothing. And I'm having issues with my furnace. That's nothing. I was looking at my furnace, it won't kick on. It keep going doing the humming noise, but then it won't. The blower won't kick on.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I had some issues over here that just totally forgot about the need. Sorry.
I see. Well, you had to listen to. I wanted to. I said brief meeting, and we hour 24 minutes in.
I was like, it just dawned on me. I was like, oh my God. Well, let me see if they still on here. Let me log on and see if they still on.
Yeah. I was like,
okay.
Oh well. Yeah. Yeah, they wanted to take names and kick ass.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so they was like we need every member that ain't paid. They 25.
Wait a minute, Dallas.
They want the trustees to do enforcement.
Okay. Okay. All right, well, I'll look at the video.
All right, I'll save it and let you know when it's posted.
Right.
Just like it's a good thing. What's name? And then I'm going through what's name hell, and I ain't taking no notes because you wasn't here to take notes. So I'm like, what was I supposed to talk about at the next meeting? You know. So anyway, so we tentatively picked the weekend after.
Weekend after what?
After University of Michigan's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but then further discussion, they was like, maybe we should have went first, you know. And I'm just like, I was like, well, I was trying to imply that I can't make no motion. You know, I'm trying to guide you. You know, we might want to go first. You know. Then a couple want to do it the same weekend. I'm like, no, that ain't gonna work. So, yeah. Yeah, you should be able to fast forward and catch up. Yeah, I started saying with that, but because there was a couple people that said they couldn't open up the email, and I'm just like, what kind of computer you got? You can't open up the attachment. It wasn't like you said it is some top secret classification classified document. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why you can't open it up?
Well, they probably wanted to click on the link from the That's why I don't think you can click on the link from the Oh, yeah, we'll let you click on the link from the PDF.
Yeah, it should. I don't think they could open up the PDF. That was I was getting.
Yeah. Oh. So everybody was on but me. Okay. I was like, I'm in here getting my dish set up to put in the slow cooker, and I'm just cooking and stuff. And I don't know what dawned on me. I happened to look at the time. I was like, oh my God. Oh.
No, yeah. You be out.
Trying to cook to keep it warm in the house. Cooker got the oven on.
Mm-hmm. You boiling water?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason why I keep a gas stove. I don't worry about the electricity going up. I can still light the stove.
Right, right.
Oh well. Guess I get my ass ready for in the AM. Shit, I'm coming soon. Wait. That's not it now.